So let's just start with something very simple. Game is this, we're gonna go one hand under, one hand over. The goal is to try and get 2 hands, okay? That's the goal. So you're here, you've got one underhook, one overhook. The game is to both you to try and fight. Okay, cool. Just moving, nice and easy, because still a bit cold, but we'll do that. All right, grab a partner, 1, 2, 3. That's it. Good.
The time, then press it, and then when you've done the flat one.
When I say time, you press it, yeah. So slippy. Let me get the timer. Good. Okay, another win condition. You can win by picking up a single leg. So you can win by picking up a single leg as well, or double unders. Let's go. Just. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no worries. There you go. No worries. Let's go. Nice. Okay, time. Thanks, mate. Just double unders. Slippery. There you go.
It's not a move I've done before. I'm so strong.
Okay, you can attack the single, so now you can get the single for the win. The double unders or a single to win. Nice.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
20 seconds. Don't die. 20 seconds, don't die. Good. Lovely. Nice. Time! Talk amongst yourselves, give some feedback on that one. Finish off with a game of bingo, okay? The game of bingo. So you gotta get all 3 things for a bingo. Double unders, single leg, front headlock, okay? You get all three things, you get a bingo, you win. Cool? So front headlock, single leg, or double unders. Cool? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Start, yeah, no, start, no grips, fight for your grips. No grips, fight for your grips. All right, we're gonna do 3 minutes. Nice, there's your single. If you get it, reset. If you get any of the points, reset. Gentle heavy. There's your front headlock, good. Good. Great. Good work, everybody. If you get a bingo, you've got to shout bingo.
Bingo.
Within the first minute.
Alright boys, you alright? You're good. Good, good. Halfway there. Do you want me to shut up? I'll just shut up.
When the cafe opens, I forgot what time.
9:30.
Okay.
15 minutes. Amazing.
I get it.
Last 30, finish strong.
When do you open the cafe?
When I say time. Whoa. Okay.
Huh?
Oh, you got your toe.
Yeah.
Time. Okay. That's enough of that nonsense. Just pull guard. All right. Okay. We're gonna carry on playing around with half guards, octopus guard, that sort of era. Yeah. Okay. So this is what I want you to try and get to. Okay. We're gonna start with. Okay, let's start with a knee shield. Okay, we were talking about knee shields before, about where you want to place your knee. Try and put your knee towards their chest, so their head, so that your knee is in line with their jaw. Yeah, if it's too low, she can crush it. She could crush my feet together. You can use this in a way that is beneficial, where I would lock my feet and twist. Okay, and this is what they call K guard. Okay, where I'm here on the hip and I've got my foot locked. Yeah. So if you look around that side, you'll see it. Or you can look on YouTube later, it's fine. Okay? So I've got my feet locked here. All right? Here's the goal. All right? The goal for the person on the top is just to try and flatten me out. Get my back flat on the floor. Okay? The goal for me on the bottom, for now, is just to get an underhook. Yeah, we're only going to do this for a few minutes because we've done this the other day. But I want you to get an underhook either on this side or underneath and over on this side, okay? All right, so you can either work to come under here or you can work to come under here, come over the top. If you come over here, I want you to base, I don't want you to be, this doesn't count. Yeah, I want you to work on getting up and building a base. Remember we talked about alignment, about base, posture and structure, yeah? Building our base is very important, okay? So, I'm here, I start with the knee shield, and here, person on top, you just gotta try and flatten me once again. I'm just looking for an underhook or octopus guard. Okay, cool, let's go. 1, 2, 3, grab a partner. Everyone good? Okay, everyone happy with get the underhook? Anyone get to octopus guard? A little bit? No? Yeah? Okay, so this is what we're going to look to do now. We're going to start with the underhook. So start with the underhook here. Okay, same goal for the person on top is to try and flatten me out. Okay, I could be here, wherever you want, right? Okay, the goal for me and as a person on the bottom is to get on top. Okay, but what I want you to focus on, you got two missions. Okay, first mission is to step over and draw this leg back. Okay, so first mission is to step over, draw back. If you can't see it, go around this side. But I'm stepping over that leg and I'm switching my legs, okay? So, first one. Second mission is to try and get on top, any way you can, any way you like, okay? So, you can be on your side here, however you want, blocking the cross face. First goal is to try and to switch your legs to come to this position. Second goal is to get on top in any way. You can be on their back, you can sweep, however way you want. Okay, cool. Let's play with that. 1, 2, 3. Grab a new partner. Find that. The overhook. Yeah. Yeah, there's a reason why I took the overhook away, because otherwise no one's going to achieve what I want them to achieve. So there'll be another obstacle to work with, which we'll look at next.
You put a lot of pressure on the knee with that movement on your legs as well.
Yes. Okay. And what did you find about their base?
Oh, when you did the knee?
When you did the legs, when you changed the legs?
Because it moves them around.
Yeah. Were they more or less stable with their base? Less stable. Yeah.
When Jane was coming up, she could have probably cranked them like that.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. So going back to our principles of alignment, yeah. Base, structure, posture, yeah. We've got structure in place by keeping hands in here and we're coming underneath, yeah. But we're looking at building base and ruining theirs, yeah. So I've built base by coming here on my elbow, I have my underhook, and I get onto my knees. Now I have nice, good base, yeah. Their base is starting to be compromised because I've removed the leg. I've removed their leg. They're compromised base, and I can come up here to start looking to try and drive or whatever. Yeah. Look, like we said, if you can control 2 out of the 3 pillars of alignment, you're in a good spot. Yeah, if you can control 2. So if they've ruined their base and you've come out, for a split second, their base is pretty good. If they overhook, now they've got structure again. They've got structure again, okay? Now they've regained a couple of things. So it's just taking back that principle. This principle of alignment is not jiu-jitsu specific, it's just sport specific. You want to be in the best position you can to achieve the task you want to achieve, yeah? So this is all it is, okay? So we're going to move on with this. We're going to continue on, okay? I'm going to add some other little trinkets. Okay, so once again, I'm going to start with the underhook. Okay, this time you can overhook. So you can overhook this time, all right? The other person can still try and get on top. Again, 2 missions. Let's start with the hook. Okay? So you can try and get on top, okay? If you manage to get on top, you get 1 point. 1 point. If you manage to get underneath to the other side, you get 3 points. That's all you need to do. You don't need to get up on top just yet. So if you manage to get to here, yeah, 3 points. If you manage to get to on top, any sort of way, 1 point. Okay? Guess what I'm trying to get you to do? Okay, so I'm here, they've got the overhook, yeah? You can always look to try and get on top. I'm not taking that away from you, but I do want you to try and explore, yeah? So 3 points if you get to the octopus guard, 1 point if you manage to get on top. Okay, in any way. Starting with the leg draw. Okay, with this leg. I think people call it a Kosoto hook, but I think that's just made up like everything else.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone cool? Good? Give it a go. 1, 2, 3, leg hook. Yeah. Whoa! Whichever one. How's that? Yeah? No? Indifferent? Did you manage to get on top much? No? Did you manage to get the octopus guard at all? A little bit? Halfway. I've got a hand there. Anyone, yeah? All good? One thing we found, I'll use Paul. One thing we found with this was we were here. He's got the overhook. Obviously, I've got this controlled here, okay? He's off base. He's got nothing on the other side to stop him from being rolled, right? You know, if I try and roll him this way, if I don't control this arm, he just takes his arm out of base. So if I can control that arm by holding his wrist and keeping it where I want, the only thing he's got to base is this arm. So I'll start to roll him, he bases. Now I can start to shoot through for the octopus. That's just what we found. I thought it was quite nice. So I'm here, I start to roll, I switch my legs, I start to roll him, bases. Now I can start to come here. As he starts to push himself back, look, it rolls me back. I can start to rebase and come up for my octopus guard. So here, yeah? Cool? Okay, let's do one more round, then we'll do some sparring. Okay, we're gonna start with the octopus guard now. We're here. The big thing, the big thing, Tom knows about this because I told him about it at 5 in the morning, okay? is getting this hook, yeah? So we can start in an octopus guard. I'm here, I'm basing, but I've got this hook, okay? Goal for the person in the bottom is just to try and get on top, however way you want. You can get to the back, you can roll them over, however way you want to do it, get on top. Person on top, once again, I want you to try and flatten them out. Yeah, I want you to try and forward pressure and flatten them out. Everyone cool? Good? Let's play with that. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Flatten out, go to the bottom, try and get on top. How was that? Any good? Any success? Minimal success? No, it's different. Swept on top from the person on top. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. You're in a pretty dominant position by taking away their base and coming over the top. Okay, we'll have a look at some ideas in this in a bit, yeah. But everyone cool? Good? Okay. We'll do a few rounds then. We'll do a few 5-minute rounds. We'll go, and then at the end we'll just go through a few ideas from that half guard position with the underhook and with the octopus. Okay? Everyone cool? Good? Grab a partner. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. just want to share some ideas from that position, from that half guard position, okay? So I think a lot of you guys were finding when I said just go to get on top and you didn't have any constraints, they would go for the underhook here, yeah? So this overhook, yeah? This overhook stops me from getting around onto the back, yeah? Stops me from coming here. It's a wedge, it's a block in the way, yeah? So just two ways of dealing with that. A couple of ways of dealing with it, but two nice ways of dealing with it, okay? First thing, again, when I take this foot up, you can start here. I personally like to draw my foot back and go onto my toes, and I lean my weight back on my foot. So I'm pinning it with my weight. You see how my weight shifts? So now I'm pinning the leg, okay? If she's driving into me, this gives me that opportunity to just try and push me back, just to roll her over and go on top. You okay?
Yeah, no, it's good.
Okay, so go with what you feel. Go with what you feel. If the person's driving into, take them that way. Yeah, take them that way. So just there, all that is here, there, I'm drawing this back. As she's driving in, I'm just rolling, so I'm keeping this nice and attached here. I'm attaching in, I'm just rolling her over the top of me because her weight is coming forward. Okay, so one thing, but if they're not doing that, if they're not driving in, okay, from here, I like to come up, okay, so I will draw this leg out and go onto my knees. So we're in a dogfight position, okay, dogfight position. What I do now is I come in, I tap the knee. So I do a knee tap and drive forward just to put them down. Very simple, but you can capitalize on the position. That works quite nicely. So I'm here. If the head is high, so she's here, and I've got my leg out, head's high, what I can look to do now is I can come in and bring this leg high on the back. Okay, high on the back. My other leg is just going to shoot through, and I've now to lock off for a triangle to finish. Yeah? So 3 different ideas there, just from that whizzer. Okay? Here, I'm always drawing this up and sitting back on it. She drives in, I can roll her over to the other side. She's not doing anything. Here, I base and draw my foot out, and now I'm in the dogfight position here. All I have to do now is knee tap to come forward, or if we go back to that dogfight, here I can come up high with the leg, shove this one through, and I hold my shin to keep the leg, the head broken, the posture broken. Foot on the hip, turn to the side, and finish. Cool? All right, grab a partner, however way you want to drill them. If you want to put them in a game, if you want to just have a little go at them, play around with them, by all means, okay? Let's go, 1, 2, 3.